Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. What you are seeing now in front of you is the virtual board for Autodarts and the live board for Dartmind. I'm trying to give you the best like-for-like comparison I can. So straight away, Dartmind is off to a bad start. It did not register one dart. So that's the first thing. If you're curious, the game I'm playing here is 99 darts at 20. Autodarts will be unable to do 99 because it only lets you do games of 8. So I finish at 96 and then I do 3 additional ones. Dartmind is able to do the full 99. Now this video itself, I can't remember how long it is, but I do feel it's 99 darts. It's a really good test of both systems. What I will say is my Autodart system, I've changed browser. So I'm now using it on Chrome instead of Microsoft Edge. The errors it was making before have gone. It was much smoother when operating it today. Dartmind, the more I use it, the more impressed I am with this system. It's £12.99, again £12.99 for a 1-year subscription. It has loads of different games built into it. Most of them games are available across different apps, but for £12.99 for 1 year, it's such a good price. I already have Dart Counter. I have Go Darts Pro. Go Darts Pro, I believe, is about £6 a month. Dart Counter is about £30 for the year. This app trumps them all because of everything it offers. I will be doing some more videos in the future with it. Autodarts, however, I still love this system, but if you are concerned about the cost, Dartmind is where you should be. Because for Autodarts, yes, people have made the systems on a budget of maybe £50 was the cheapest I've seen. He got some cheap web cameras and he actually cable tied them to his lighting system and it worked for him. Might not look good, but it worked for him. I've got mine 3D printed, which is how most of the systems are used. They cost anywhere between £30 and £60 if you're in the UK. You then need to get the cameras. You need 3 of them. Again, depending where you go, they're between £12 and £20 per camera. You can get a set of 3 for 48 on different websites. You've then got to have the computer to operate the system. And that's where I fell down in the initial stages. My laptop it's not that it wasn't powerful enough, it didn't have the correct amount of USB ports. So it's always a struggle to find out that. The best way to go is to get a micro PC with as many USB ports as possible. The more the merrier, because that means the computer will be able to handle 3 web cameras. It is a challenge for most laptops to handle that. But then it goes back to Dartmind. It's one app, it uses your phone. Now, the issue I've had with this while I've been playing with it was you point your phone at the board, which means the phone is never square to you when you're at the oki. It's always on an angle. So my solution to that was I just mirrored it onto my laptop and I put my laptop close to my board so it was naturally in my eye line. Prior to that, I had to keep ducking and moving, so to speak, so I could see the scorer. Using a second device to mirror really helped with that problem. Now, the system itself, one of the common mistakes that it makes is it doesn't register some darts. Now, there's a section coming up later where you'll see it registers darts 1 and 2, perfect, but dart 3, it failed to register. 9 times out of 10, I found a solution to be remove your first 2 darts, leave the 3rd dart in, it will then pick that up, remove it, and then you can continue. I think the only time it makes an error in these 99 darts was in the first visit. It didn't make another error as far as I can remember. Now, Autodarts, I think I got 2 errors in the entire game. That's 98%, let's say. The system itself can do and can achieve, I have seen it, 99.5, which is phenomenal. That means it's 1 dart in every 200. But does that justify paying a lot more money when you can just use the system you already have in your pocket, which is Dartmind? I even called it in a previous video the auto scoring system in your pocket for a reason. It's amazing. I really, really like it. I can't speak highly enough of Dartmind. One feature which I've not tested is the online play, because that uses a coin system. So if I play another person and I instigate the match, for every leg played, I lose 1 coin. And then once my coins have gone, I have to invite friends to use the app, or I have to buy more. They don't seem expensive, but I would rather play online elsewhere. You can use the camera for all of the mini games. You can use it for when you're at home with your friends. It will not use those credits. So it's great there. Where Autodarts comes in is you just make the payment for all of your equipment. There's no more additional payments you make after that. So you need to find which one you think you'll be better with. A feature which Autodarts does fantastic, I believe it launched about 2 months ago, so at the beginning of December 2024, is the tournaments section. They will have a new tournament beginning every 15 minutes. They give them weird names like Rapid Ricky, so it's the first person to win 1 leg. They're normally capped at 32 players, and there'll be varying abilities. I've been in them with people from 35 all the way to 70. It means you're always going to get a challenge. Okay, sometimes you might get just annihilated because you've come up against a person so much better, but it's learning, you're playing against someone better. I found it makes me focus a bit more because I don't want to lose. It means that little bit more to me. Whereas when you play a dartbot, it's really easy just to get into a habit of throwing darts and not taking your time, and you start being counterproductive to yourself. I do that myself in around darts 70 to 90. I'm starting to struggle, I'm losing focus. So you're not learning anything. If anything, you're ingraining bad habits. So the information I've shared with you, that's what I've found so far about Dartsmind. I've still only been using it for maybe 5 or 6 days now, whereas Autodarts, I've used it for over 15 months. I do love it, but it does get temperamental at times. But the one thing I will say is that the creators, if you go on Discord, they reply. There's a bunch of people who are fantastic. They will tell you what information they need from you, and they will try to solve the problem. It's like a really big community of people who just want to play darts and help each other. So for the support available, that's great. Oh, look, Dartmind just made another error. So I think that's its 2nd error now. But then if you just want to play at home and have an automatic scoring system cheap, Dartmind will be for you. I can't speak highly enough of it. Saying I only discovered it a week ago, I love it. It's so good. So I can't think of anything else to say now. I'm going to keep using the system. I'm going to go through the UI, the user interface, and start sharing the content with you. I will set you a challenge if you've got this far though. I can't remember how many points I score. It's coming up very soon. But what I would like you to do is to do 99 darts at 20s, if you can, and see if you can beat my score here. What we're going to end up with, we end up with 74. I'm not happy with that. My happy place is 80. I would like a bit more. What I'm going to show you now is two features of Autodarts. Now, these are games I played earlier in the week, which do show how good I can play. One's the heat map, which is on the left, and then one is the coordinates, which they're the same thing, just displayed data in a slightly different way. I really do like the heat map feature. I've not been able to find this on Dartmind. Maybe they will integrate that themselves at a later date. But anyway, let's end here for today. If you have any questions, send me a message. And as always, remember to throw first.